Yeah, BET Experience.
Come
we here,
on.
dog. Rose.
We in the
Rick
building.
Ross is here.
The biggest.
MMG, the biggest.
Boss.
Boss.
Man, I'm here with my lokes, man. This is my
What's up, my
family
G?
right
All
here.
day,
Yes,
dog.
sir. Right.
You know, man,
It's
since
day one right
one.
here.
My
LA,
God.
man.
Yo,
LA, day
seriously,
one.
man. I've been
Better
interviewing Rick Ross for years, man, and it's been the
06.
same energy.
06.
06.
Yeah.
Remember that?
06.
Franzen and I
You better
in
believe
Vegas.
it. You better believe
Then
it.
we got to LA, and we here now.
You better believe
Major
it.
market vibes.
Live in the flesh.
Come on, man.
The biggest
iHeartRadio.
markets.
Let's go. Real
iHeart.
92.3. Yeah.
I heard with the top down.
The biggest.
If your top can't come down, crack your window.
Money in the grave, congratulations. Active Food, congratulations.
Much
Rose.
love. Port of Miami 2 on the way.
On the way.
I just want to put this in there. If anybody
Talk to
know
me.
what's going on, man, I released my very first album, August 8th, 06. Stay tuned.
Look at you, dog. Look at you, man.
Feel me?
Rose.
It's all about timing, man. It's all about timing. We got the book done, the memoir on the way.
I want to segue into this. When someone calls you a legend now and living, are you okay with that term, or you feel like you still got to work to get that status?
It's all good. You know what I mean? You got to remember, I come from that real era where, to me, you became a legend just based on what that body of work made me feel like. And Slick Rick dropped. Slick Rick, it ain't take 5 albums for me to know this dude's a legend. When I heard Hey Young World, when I heard, Children's Story, I knew Slick Rick was a legend. So really it's just based on how the relationship you have with that music, you know what I mean? Because I knew I was a fan of the Big Homie off one album.
Yeah.
Ready to Die, I knew
Wow.
B.I.G., I was one album.
That was it, yeah.
Reasonable Doubt,
Nas,
one album.
another one.
Snoop, one album.
Yep.
One album. It ain't take me, sometimes it do take people, let me see what this turned out to. And that's cool too.
But to me, you a legend.
Yeah.
A living legend.
We got ears. We got a certain
Yes, sir.
certain
Yes,
ear.
sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Rose, man. Nip said I fuck with Rick Ross because he teaching wealth.
Believe that.
I know you were Nip's friend for a very long time, very, very early on.
Very, very, very.
We lost Nip out here, dog, and I know it affected you the way it affected us.
Yeah, most definitely. When I met Nipsey, I want to say it may have been in 08. I actually put a double MG off on the table.
I remember that.
At the end of 08, beginning of 09. And we discussed this a very long time. And, that's one thing about me being an artist, signing the deals that I had to work my way of. I always wanted to be somebody that you didn't have to work for me. I wanted us to be partners. Let's get this money together. And that's what I always put on the table from him at day one. And I let him know if we don't move forward with this, we family for life.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of yours, homie. It ain't just about no money, you know what I mean? And that's the same thing. That's the way it go with Meek Mill, with Wale, anybody that's on the team. I want you to grow and blossom into the biggest boss and don that you could possibly be. That's right. And that's what I seen in Nipsey. And we kept that relationship. And, he most definitely on my album. We was preparing to shoot the video. It's a record with me, Nipsey, Tiana Taylor, and we was on the phone, us three going back and forth that week leading up to it. And I remember I got the call before the news broke online from Tiana Taylor. She called me going, hysterical. I'm like, I look at my phone like, what the fuck is this? And she, she's screaming to me and telling me what's going on. And I'm like, calm down. Are you sure? You hear what you're saying? She like, Rose, because we just hung up.
Yeah.
Talking about the video, back and forth this whole, this past week. So, she the one who hit me. She was, distraught. And I sat there 30 minutes later, it started going everywhere online. And it just, it fucked Rose up.
Yeah, fucked a lot of people up, man.
Yeah.
It still is, you know what I mean? So Nip is on Port of Miami too?
Nipsey is on Port of Miami too.
Wow.
And the way we recorded the record, that's the way I left the record.
Is that right?
That's the way I left the record. The way we recorded it, I didn't change anything. And the title of the record is Rich Nigga Lifestyle. Because of course we talking about long money, putting ourselves and families in position to be rich forever. And after that, what happened to my dog, I didn't even want to touch the record no more. I wanted it to stay the same way you heard it, and that's how I left it.
Hey, Letcher, we got to make our way to Miami, my G.
Yo, yeah. But one thing I like about Rick Ross, you were tapped into the Spanish market early. You had the Spanish division for your label.
Yeah. And not to cut you off, but my little brother Spiff, You know,
Spit, yeah, shout out Spit.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember Anuel. You guys had Anuel early.
Yeah, yeah.
And Anuel now he's a boss. He's a monster.
Yeah, he's a
So,
huge
Out of
huge
here,
artist.
dog. Yeah.
But yo, like that's so dope how you just tapped in everywhere. You got any other Spanish records coming out or
You know, I let Spiff
Handle that.
Spiff and Johnny Boy, most definitely. They just came from overseas. They just finished shooting videos, and that's all I wanted to do is once again give my Spanish homies the opportunity to do their thing and let it blossom into whatever it could blossom into. And when we, you know, when he brought Anuel on board, you know, early.
That's just what I'm saying.
We just was giving him beats, you know, doing different things for him, and he caught some time.
Yeah.
You know, he had to go do some time, and you know, Spiff stayed down with him, stayed in touch with him when he came home. They most definitely took off again. So congratulations.
But yeah,
Act
thank
the
you.
Fool, Money in the Grave.
Act the Fool. Make sure y'all
Feel me? Act
stream
the
that
Fool.
right
Stream
now.
it right
Go
now.
get it.
Yeah.
Act the Fool on all streaming platforms.
I
Port of
wanted-
Miami 2
I wanted
coming
to
soon.
take them back to that 06 early Miami
That's
street
that vibe.
wave.
That's that vibe.
And that's what we wanted to give them. It ain't never went nowhere. It's uncut on this body. And I want everybody, like I say, for me to feel like this project was a success for me, it's just about my day ones listening to this album and say, Rose done got better. And so this body of work I want you to compare and put up against the greatest.
That's it, dog. Rose, you never lose. Congratulations, my G.
Much love, man. Y'all gangsters, man. I salute y'all.
Rose, you undefeated, my guy.
Much love, man.
Let's
For
go,
life,
man.
Double MG.
All day. Cruz Show. BET Experience. Real 92.3.